Alright, there's some indication that this is from the spring of 1961. It said Grandma Jones, spring of 1961 on the leader. There's also some indication this is going to be a very painful reel to go through. It's a compilation of reels, and it indicates that there are about... there's a problem already. It indicates that there's about 8 breaks in the film. It's stopped, and I don't know why. And it's really... Let's see if I can get this started again. It's stuck. Let's see, why is it stuck? It makes no sense. Hang on a second. Oh, jeepers. What is this? There we go. Something's happening. There we are. Okay. And indeed, it does appear to be Grandma Jones. No, that's Grandma Revell. What's going on here? That's Granddaddy Revell. Spring of 1961. He was born in 1898. He was like about 64 years old, so he's 63 years old. He's younger than Lewis. Younger than Lewis is now. That was their Buick Roadmaster in the driveway. Philip, 1960, 5 years old. Hey, in 1960, I was 5 years old. Let's see, I was in kindergarten. This is the year that Bob O'Brien lived with us. Lewis was a sophomore. Lewis and Bob were sophomores in high school. This is the Mount San Antonio relays. Invitational, not relays, cross-country invitational. There's Lewis out in the front of that pack, and somebody coming up close to him. And closer and passing him. Well, I know that guy's name, but I can't think of it. Let's see. And I don't know, I have no idea who that is. Why his picture was taken. Oh look, puppies. That's Tippy. And maybe Tippy had 2 litters of puppies. Maybe it was 2 liters of puppies, I don't know. Anyway, there's Janelle. So Janelle was about a year old. And those puppies, I think this was her first litter of puppies. Tippies. And anyway, that is pretty darn cute, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. So, here we are. It's Christmas. Christmas of 1960. There's Janelle. There's the Christmas tree. And there she is. And there I am. My dad had floodlights. So, 1961. Sorry, Christmas of 61. Weird. Okay, so there's a break in the film. This is painful. Excuse me while I get this next... What happened here? Excuse me while I get this moving through here again. I'm sorry, this is taking a little while. This is going to take a little while. There we are. Get this show back on the road. There's Janie and I in front of the Christmas tree. Come on. There we go. Okay. And get it caught up on the reel again. Hold it. 1 second while I get it onto the reel. Man, this is painful. Okay. There we are. Alright. Lewis and Janelle and Philip. Danny getting a doll. I remember that doll. And there's Lewis. Yeah, he reminds me of Clayton there. There's my mom, my grandmother, my father's mother, Grandma Jones, Josephine Jones. She was living with us that year. And I don't know where Bob O'Brien was, because I could have sworn. Oh no! If it was 61. He wasn't living with us. I was in the 1st grade. Lewis was a junior in high school. And my grandmother was no longer living with us. This was her house on La Forge. I don't remember the address, but she lived over on La Forge. So this is my dad's office in 1961. I wish I could tell you who these guys were, but I don't remember. Look at that adding machine. We have that adding machine, or one just like it. I mean, my dad has it at his house. So I remember that was terrific, being able to use that adding machine. There's one of the secretaries at work, and I don't know who that guy was. Once I knew, I bet. Same with that fellow. And that guy too. Or at least I'd recognize the names. Her name, I believe, was Loretta. But I can't remember Loretta's last name. And that was Drake, I believe. I'm pretty sure that guy's name was Drake. And I don't remember the guy next to him. But Drake was my dad's boss. Can't remember Drake's first name. I think he was a good guy, very sharp. These were a bunch of sharp guys, went to MIT and Stanford. There's my dad. And in those days, the PUC attracted guys from, these high-powered guys from those schools. There must have been a story there, but I don't know what it was. I remember visiting my dad in that office. He'd take me down at Christmas time to visit. Some people I don't remember. People whose names I'm sure I would know. Maybe Lewis would remember these names, recognize these people. I don't. I remember the office when I visit smelling like cigar.